Rarely do high ideals survive the practicalities of the universe. Yet for over 2 centuries, the dream of the United Federation of Planets has not only been a reality, but one that has spread throughout the stars. That dream has been confronted by antagonistic alien nations, unfathomable cosmic intelligences, and the wondrous, terrible nature of exploration itself. In the face of these challenges, the Federation has not only triumphed, but created new opportunities for mutual understanding and discovery. The accomplishments of the United Federation of Planets are as extraordinary as the instrument through which they have been achieved, the vast peacekeeping and humanitarian armada of Starfleet Command. Starfleet is the Federation's primary exploratory and defense service. It is charged with the advancement of the Federation's knowledge of the galaxy and its inhabitants, the continued development of cutting-edge science and technology, the defense of the Federation itself, and the facilitation of its diplomacy. To meet these obligations, the service operates fleets of starships and a network of starbases spread throughout Federation territory. Starships operated by Starfleet Command have followed the same basic design principles since the organization's founding, prioritizing exploration, research, and defense. Even the smallest vessels often feature sophisticated laboratories and medical centers, as well as advanced shielding and other countermeasures that prioritize crew survivability. Exploratory Cruisers, vessels designed to undertake multi-year missions into uncharted space, resemble nomadic cities in their configuration and capabilities. In addition to a variety of mission-focused facilities, these ships include numerous amenities intended to make life aboard as comfortable as possible. Starfleet personnel routinely live and travel with their families, leading to significant civilian populations on most Starfleet vessels. These vessels are constructed and maintained within enormous fleet yards either in orbit or on the surface of major Federation worlds. Other installations operated by Starfleet include a variety of training facilities, research stations, and miscellaneous outposts. Starbases are among the largest facilities ever constructed by the Federation, capable of housing dozens of starships and hundreds of thousands of support staff. Like fleet yards, these are typically placed in orbit of strategic planetary bodies, though a series of deep space stations are located on the periphery or even far outside of Federation territory. The service's primary headquarters and highest operational authority is based in San Francisco on Earth. From here, the Chief of Starfleet Operations, Chief of Staff, and other high-level officers are responsible for directing the organization's efforts. They report directly to the Office of the Federation President, who holds the position of Commander-in-Chief. The size of the Federation necessitates the existence of many subordinate sector commands. These oversee operations of the service across the various sectors of Federation space. Sector commanders are granted the authority to carry out the directives of Starfleet Command over large sections of the Federation, and in the case of newly established frontier sectors, often with little supervision or communication from Earth. But across the whole of Starfleet, there is no position endowed with greater responsibility than that of a Starfleet captain. Those placed in command of a Federation starship are expected to assume the role of a scientist, diplomat, engineer, negotiator, peacekeeper, and any combination thereof as a situation might dictate. When operating beyond the limits of Federation territory, they must be prepared to act autonomously and make decisions with the potential to affect countless lives. They are often the first representatives of the Federation encountered by new life and new civilizations, and required to demonstrate the highest values of Starfleet. Many who have served in this elite position have become some of the most celebrated individuals across the Federation's history, with names like Archer, Kirk, Picard, Sisko, and Janeway ascending to become almost legendary in reputation, both within the Federation and beyond. While the exploits of its famous captains are the most visible and admired aspect of Starfleet Command, the service maintains numerous other branches and agencies critical to its function. Starfleet Operations, Starfleet Medical, Starfleet Research and Development, and a multitude of other components provide the necessary auxiliary and support services that sustain Starfleet's ambitious purpose. Many of these subdivisions have also won acclaim across the galaxy. with the Starfleet Corps of Engineers said to be able to turn rocks into replicators. Branches of Starfleet Command have not been without controversy, however. Starfleet Security, the Federation's primary intelligence agency, has suffered numerous setbacks and embarrassments. The exposure of secret experimental tests into illegal cloaking technology damaged diplomatic relations with the Romulan Star Empire, while the spread of the rebellious Maquis, seemingly unchecked, nearly led to war with the Cardassian Union. Most troubling to Starfleet's reputation are the rumors of a secret division, either directly under Starfleet Security's command or a rogue branch that split from the Federation entirely. Unverified accounts claim it is known only to a select few individuals outside its own membership, subject to no oversight or accountability whatsoever. The existence of a hidden cabal of operatives positioned at every level of the Federation government and Starfleet's hierarchy has never had any credible evidence, however, and has largely been discounted. Instead, Starfleet is likely the purest embodiment of the Federation's original purpose, that of mutual discovery and cooperation. Its crew and officers come from every one of the Federation's worlds, the largest example in the galaxy of a successful multi-species organization. On any given ship, there might be personnel from hundreds of different species, thousands of different worlds, and even those from outside the Federation itself. Starfleet has even accepted members from species that were considered its enemies at the time to serve within it, including Klingons, Romulans, and even former Borg drones. This level of diversity extends throughout the organization, up to and including the highest echelon of Starfleet Command. The cognitive diversity within Starfleet is its greatest strength, and responsible for its technological and cultural sophistication. Starships with diverse crews have been proven to come up with more creative solutions to problems, are more likely to identify potential risks, and do so not only more consistently, but more quickly. Every crewman, regardless of species or world, is trained for their career at Starfleet Academy. Admission here is determined by a series of rigorous entrance exams and psychological tests. Graduates are then eligible for specialized advanced courses, including tactical training, medical school, command school, or the Starfleet Bridge Officer examination. Numerous crew divisions exist across the whole of Starfleet, but most personnel are represented within the three uniform divisions: Command, Operations, and Sciences. Starfleet's organization, doctrine, and traditions were predominantly inherited from its direct predecessor of the same name, which operated under the authority of the former United Earth. During the establishment of the United Federation of Planets, the interstellar branches of its first members, the Andorian Imperial Guard, Vulcan High Command, and others, were folded into Starfleet and eventually phased out entirely. Since then, Starfleet's history has been one of exploration and expansion, interrupted by a few key conflicts. Both the Klingon Empire and the Romulan Star Empire proved to be powerful and capable opponents, threatening the security or even existence of the Federation multiple times across their mutual history. An alliance with the Klingons and the isolation of the Romulans led to one of the longest-lasting periods of peaceful discovery in Starfleet history. Contact with new belligerent races such as the Cardassians and Zenkethi led to a series of regional conflicts, but it was the arrival of the cybernetic Borg that ultimately ended Starfleet's golden era. In the disastrous Battle of Wolf 359, the Federation suffered the darkest day in its history up to that point, when a single Borg cube destroyed 40 Starfleet vessels in a matter of minutes. With the realization that such threats existed, Starfleet began a militarization campaign, tame by the standards of Klingons or Romulans, but still unprecedented in Federation history. Starfleet's shift in priorities was ultimately necessary, not against the Borg, but rather the Dominion, an enormously powerful empire located on the far side of the galaxy. The Dominion became connected to Federation space through the Bajoran wormhole and immediately began courting powers traditionally hostile to the Federation, most notably the Cardassian Union and the Breen Confederacy. The Dominion War would prove to be the single bloodiest conflict in Starfleet history, with the loss of thousands of vessels and millions of lives. Even San Francisco, the heart of Starfleet Command, would be openly attacked during the conflict, something long considered impossible. With the eventual defeat of the Dominion and the Borg seemingly crippled, Starfleet has once again returned to its exploratory roots. For all its centuries of discovery, the galaxy is still largely unexplored, and Starfleet's mission to seek out new life and new civilizations can once more continue unabated. The introduction of technology and methods from Vulcan, Andoria, Teller Prime, and 100 other member worlds from across the Federation has revolutionized Starfleet. But even now, the design lineage from the earliest human starships can still be recognized. It is a reminder of an increasingly distant era, when old adversaries and galactic newcomers set aside their differences in the pursuit of a greater purpose. Every manner of adversary has threatened to crush the dream of the Federation, but history has shown that rarely do high ideals survive the practicalities of the universe, until they are carried aboard the ships of Starfleet Command. The Templin Institute investigates the factions, nations, and organizations of alternate worlds. Join other Templin Institute personnel on our Discord server, where discussions are held daily on the elements of world building, spaceship design, the best method of cooking rice, and other critical issues affecting alternate worlds. You'll find a link in the description.